Down to a cage in a courtroom. The security around the world as Saddam Hussein faces charges tomorrow in court.
Plus hundreds of thousands of suspended licenses here in Indiana. So who's on the road next to you? 13 investigates the number of Hoosiers who may be driving without a license.
But first, classmates say he bragged about building a bomb. Tonight, a teenager is in jail after what police found in his Hamilton County home. Good evening. The people in a Hamilton County neighborhood tonight are now realizing the police found a bomb in a house next door.
The state bomb squad and police closed a Fisher's neighborhood this afternoon. It all happened in the 13,000 block of Royalwood Drive near Oleo Road and 116th Street. Our Night Beat reporter Lindsay Clutter is now live in Fisher's with tonight's top story at 11 here on the Night Beat. Lindsay?
Police say the teenager is in custody tonight, and this neighborhood is now safe. Earlier, they had been evacuated when state police found explosive materials inside the teenager's home here behind me.
I was just in shock. Didn't know what to think, really.
Chopper 13 shows the scene, a neighborhood evacuated while state police investigate a bomb inside this house.
It was a fuse connected to the device.
A fuse trigger bomb filled with explosive powder and shrapnel. The creation, police say, of a 14-year-old freshman with help from the internet.
I think he might have been doing it just like, you know, he thought it'd be cool or something, because like he bragged about it on the bus.
School administrators say word got around and students reported the problem. The school resource police officer was given permission by the student's mother to search their home. The officer found powder and called for help.
Any situation that involves the potential of harming kids is as serious as it can get.
State police removed the small fuse-triggered bomb. K-9 then entered the home to search for more.
K-9 dog did go through the residence. No other materials have been located by the dog that would indicate there's any devices inside the residence.
Neighbors are safe to return home, but their disbelief will linger for time to come.
I'm just completely awestruck. I had no idea that any of my friends would ever do something like this.
You expect it somewhere else, but when you look around here, it seems so quiet and peaceful, and, you know, and you just never think it's going to happen here. Never.
The investigation is ongoing both by the school and by police. Again, the teenager is in custody tonight, charged with possession of a destructive device. That's a Class C felony. His motive, if any, is not yet known at this time. Reporting live in Fishers, Lindsay Clutter, Channel 13, Eyewitness News.
School security guards for Decatur Central Township warned parents about a stranger lurking on campus. Investigators say 53-year-old Tommy Summers visited the athletic pavilion on Monday night. That's near Decatur Central High School and the middle school. 3 high school students told school administrators and their parents that Summers made inappropriate comments in the men's restroom. Security ordered Summers to stay away from students.
I think he's a dangerous guy. I mean, how many people you know stare at every kid that walks by? I mean, like not just staring, but I mean, right into your eyes, looking at you.
Investigators have not filed charges against the 53-year-old, but Marion County Sheriff's deputies say if Summers is caught on campus again, officers will arrest him.
And new on the Night Beat tonight, a pro football player is now offering more money to find his brother's killer. Jacksonville Jaguars defensive end Paul Spicer buried his 23-year-old brother Coulter Hillman today. Hillman was found shot in the head in the front seat of his car in the 4300 block of North Kitley Avenue last week. Spicer offered a $20,000 reward then. Now it's $30,000 for any information that leads to a suspect and an arrest.
We want the person who did it. We don't want a bunch of people calling because they think something. We want somebody that knows something, you know, and hopefully whoever done it can be brought to justice and get him off the street.
You can leave your anonymous tip with IPD at 262-TIPS. Meanwhile, police now have a better description of the suspect who beat to death an elderly man with a brick on the city's east side. Take a look at this sketch of the man that police say murdered 82-year-old dance instructor Donald Carroll. The suspect is between 45 and 55 years old. Police believe he wanted money from Carroll and his wife to buy drugs. If you have any information on this case, please call Crime Stoppers. Again, that number is 262-TIPS.
Tonight, 13 investigates who's licensed to drive and who's not. This week, the Indiana BMV provided damaging information about a Hoosier semi-driver involved in a deadly high school band accident. In this 13 Investigates report, the Night Beat's David McAnally tells us about the everyday hazards on the highway.
When Hoosier trucker Michael Kozlowski sparked this fatal truck-bus wreck in Wisconsin, he'd been driving on a suspended license about 3 weeks. Makes you wonder how many others out there are driving suspended too.
240,000 roughly people had their license suspended last year. That's out of 4.5 million licensed drivers.
About 1 in 18 Hoosier drivers has a suspended license. How many are driving suspended? Who knows? But at the time of this wreck, Indiana's BMV says trucker Kozlowski should have known he was suspended. It started last April. Kozlowski ticketed for speeding in his personal car in Marion County, second ticket in 4 years. But after paying the fine with a bad check, BMV sent him this September 8th letter warning that he had until the 21st to pay or lose his license. He never paid.
There were over 100 days this gentleman had to address the situation, and fortunately, according to our records, he did not.
So why did it take so long to suspend Kozlowski's license? The BMV says about 3 months passed before the court notified BMV about Kozlowski's non-payment. BMV sent its first notice about a week later.
We want to make sure the public is safe, and we try to act as quickly and efficiently as we can.
Bernard here is all about getting unlicensed drivers off the road fast. He had a run-in.
He hit me doing between 35 and 40 miles an hour, and me sitting still. Ejected two of my kids out of the vehicle. Oh, the children's fine, but it messed my shoulder up. I can't raise this arm no farther than this.
The case moved as it did through the courts, took a while because of 60 and 30-day periods that people have to comply and get their fines paid up. The semi-driver had his commercial driver's license for about 8 months. Reporting live, David McAnally, Channel 13, Eyewitness News.
Delaware County, along with West Lafayette and Carmel, are now the latest Indiana communities considering smoking bans. In fact, just last night, a plan introduced to Carmel City Council would restrict lighting up in restaurants and other public places. It now follows Indianapolis, Bloomington, Columbus, and a handful of other cities across the state that either have smoking laws on the books or plan them in the future. Supporters are encouraged by what they say are more cities taking on this issue of secondhand smoke.
With the capital city leading the way, I think you're going to expect most other cities in the state and the larger cities starting to look at this issue.
Opponents say the laws infringe on smokers' rights and hurt businesses like bars and restaurants.
A red flag tonight for Democrats considering Supreme Court nominee Harriet Miers. Miers turned over thousands of documents to the Senate committee. In a 1989 questionnaire when she was running for the Dallas City Council, Miers said she would support a constitutional amendment banning abortion unless the mother's life is in danger. That concerns Democrats on the committee, but Miers' supporters say you shouldn't read too much into a 16-year-old document.
What we take that to be is a candidate expressing her views during the course of a campaign. The role of a judge is very different.
Most senators are probably confused about what Harriet Miers really feels.
Senate leaders hope to put their nomination to a vote by Thanksgiving.
Well, it is now the trial much of the world is waiting for. Saddam Hussein facing crimes against humanity. It's a trial that will demand security in court like never before. The trial will be staged behind bulletproof screens, a cage as some describe, and a special court in Baghdad's fortified green zone. Saddam, as in previous court appearances, is unlikely to accept the jurisdiction of the 5 Iraqi judges. Both lawyers for Saddam and prosecutors want more time to prepare for a trial.
The defense is not ready at all. The defense has not even seen the charge sheet. The defense has not been given any information as to what the charge is, who the witness is, what are the procedures.
The accusations against Saddam span years and involve the torture and killing of thousands of people. But the trial will focus narrowly on what happened in the town of Dujail in 1982. A group of armed men attacked a convoy that Saddam was riding in and tried to assassinate him. He escaped, but then took vengeance on the town, killing 143 people. American legal advisors believe that the Iraqis are focusing on this case because it's the most clear-cut. Both the Iraqi security forces and the U.S. military are on high alert this week.
Get ready to hear about Hoosiers in the centerfold. Playboy photographers who are on a college campus will tell you who's willing to pose and how the school is handling it.
Also tonight, new information now about the risks of a popular surgery to lose weight.
Well, they're 6-0, but what was this all about last night? Coming up, the players tell us all about what happened in sport.
Last night it was a tropical storm. Tonight, Wilma is a hurricane and getting stronger. It's now making its way toward the U.S. We'll have the path coming up in the Skytrack 13 forecast.
These stories and more still ahead on Eyewitness News Nightbeat.
Later on an all-new Tonight Show, Kurt Russell talks about his home life with Goldie Hawn.
So it's just the two of you in this big house? You're running around playing the pirate and the slave girl?
Plus, Run DMC's Rev Run, Institute with Gavin Rossdale, and Today at the Fair in L.A. Then on Conan, ER's John Leguizamo, Joy Behar, and Late Night Romance. Tonight,
at Andy Moore Buick Pontiac GMC in Fishers, you'll find the new GM vehicle you want in stock on our lot. Right now, during our year-end closeout, you can save up to $12,000 and get the vehicle of your choice. You know there are over 800 Buick Pontiac GMC dealers in the nation, and yet Andy Moore in Fishers is the second largest in the country, and by far the largest in Indiana. You'll find your new GM vehicle in stock. So come to the big lot at Andy Moore Buick Pontiac GMC in Fishers.
Ah, my favorite time of the year, O'Brien's October sale with spectacular savings. They give me top dollar for my trade, and O'Brien always has the best selection in all my favorite colors. At O'Brien, they make me feel like part of the family, down to the last detail. And the best part is the prices are so low, it's scary.
Hey, Dad, did you know Kraft American Singles have double the calcium and many other American slices to help me have strong bones and teeth when I grow up?
Just don't grow up too fast.
Kraft American Singles, double the calcium, now with vitamin D.
I'm a Ford truck man, that's all I drive.
Whoa! Hey, anybody driving a Ford truck, you left your lights on.
It's truck season at your Indiana Ford store. Now get a Ford Super Duty for less than $21,400, under $21,400 for a new Super Duty.
So you knuckleheads need a ride? I'm a Ford truck man.
They spray residuals, you spray residuals at the Roundup Ready rate and save a third on Harness Extra. They plant conventional seed. You plant Roundup Ready corn too. They spray conventional Boast. You spray a Roundup agricultural herbicide. But they may have crop injury that could lower yield. You don't, so you can make over $13 an acre more. Farm the same, only with more crop safety and more profit potential. Only with the Roundup Ready Corn 2 system. Eyewitness News is brought to you in part by Hummer. From Indiana's news leader, Andrea Moorhead, John Stair, Chris Wright's Skytrack forecast, and sports with Dave Calabro. This is Channel 13 Eyewitness News Nightbeat.
Playboy magazine is in central Indiana looking for some college recruits to bear all on its pages. The magazine says it is doing a series about college co-eds.
Our Nightbeat reporter, Chris Kirshner, shows all of us why some students are willing to pose and why administrators at IU are worried about the school's reputation.
All right, legs nice and wide. Next, want you to throw your hip a touch. Perfect.
A junior at Indiana University, Lauren Oliva dreams of gracing the cover of a magazine.
Good, right there, perfect. Right.
Which is why when she heard about an open casting call for a major men's publication, she didn't hesitate, even if it meant shedding her clothes along with her inhibitions.
It's something to do while I'm in college. It's fun, and if something does happen, then that's great.
Each year, Playboy magazine looks for college co-eds to fill its pages. It's the focus of the latest edition that brings the popular men's magazine to Bloomington this week.
IU, if I'm not mistaken, is #1 party school.
Playboy picked IU as one of 10 party schools. It's a reputation this university is trying to put behind it.
I'd rather talk about our students who are winning Marshall scholarships and our faculty who are getting prizes in their field of study and the research being done on our campus.
IU is among leaders in research and ranks high in wireless technology. but it's the party scene that seems to attract the most attention.
We find the party school ranking actually a not objective measure at all.
For Playboy, it's simply a fun moniker meant to sell magazines.
Big smile. Good.
Or in Lauren's case, perhaps launch a career.
About 20 students have already auditioned for Playboy. They expect about another 50 before they head out of town, and the pictures are for the May 2006 issue. At the South Bureau, Chris Kirshner, Channel 13, Eyewitness News.
Tonight, new information that suggests stomach surgery for weight loss is much more risky than previously thought. The studies looked at gastric bypass, the most common weight loss surgery. One study looked at hospital records in California. It found that within 1 year, 20% of patients were readmitted to the hospital. A second study examined the death rates among Medicare patients and found that 1 month after surgery, 2% had died, and after a year, 4.6% died. The study also found doctors many times downplay the dangers of the operation to their patients.
Arrests here in the U.S. and overseas after a scare that shut down a major tunnel and East Coast Highway. Take a look at this. That threat led to the temporary shutdown of the Baltimore Harbor Tunnel and the partial closure of another tunnel. Federal officials say someone made a call claiming a vehicle loaded with explosives would drive through a tunnel. Now they believe the source of that information came from a man in the Netherlands who is now in custody. 4 other people are also now in custody here in the U.S. on immigration charges. Meanwhile, tonight, General Motors hopes that free gas will help jumpstart sales. The automaker is handing out a limited number of $500 fuel cards as an incentive to close a deal on a brand new full-size pickup or SUV. GM now joins a number of car makers and dealerships across the nation who rolled out free gas promotions. GM's offer runs through the end of this month.
Tonight, Florida prepares as Hurricane Wilma heads its way. The storm hit Jamaica before it became a Category 2 hurricane. It is still way out in the western Caribbean, but Wilma has already earned a place in the record books. It is only the second hurricane to become the 12th storm of the season. Hurricane Wilma is turning toward Florida and may hit sometime over the weekend. And plans tonight to inspect dozens of dams in Massachusetts to determine their safety. The governor ordered the inspections after a dam on the Mill River in Taunton deteriorated overnight. If that dam gives way, it would cause a 6-foot wall of water to gush through downtown. Parts of Massachusetts got more than 7 inches of rain over the weekend.
And speaking of rain, we may be getting some of that ourselves here in central Indiana.
But boy, nothing like that, huh?
No.
No, nothing like that. We're going to see a few scattered showers coming our way later this week. We're also going to see some changes in our temperatures. So if you didn't get a chance to get out there and enjoy today, do it tomorrow before that change arrives. Now, let me get you caught up on Hurricane Wilma right now. It is still down across the Caribbean. The storm is now packing winds up to 110 miles per hour, so it's a lot stronger than it was last night. We're talking about winds between 50 and 60 miles per hour. Seeing that storm right now moving to the west-northwest at 8 miles per hour, but it's going to curve back toward the east, possibly making landfall across the west coast of Florida as a Category 3 storm by sometime on Saturday. So we're going to be watching this storm carefully over the next couple of days. As John mentioned, it is a record-setting storm for us so far this season. We've had 21 tropical storms and 12 hurricanes. That's only happened once before. Back in 1969, we had 12 hurricanes. We had 2 hurricanes back in July, 2 in August, and 5 in September. So far this month of September, this month of October rather, we've already had 3. That's Stan, Vince, and now Hurricane Wilma. Here at home today, we had sunshine. Our high was 74. We started out chilly this morning for the kids at the bus stop all the way down to 49 degrees, and right now at 54. Humidity 69%. With a light wind from the south-southeast. Tomorrow, we're going to watch this little cold front slide our way. As it moves overhead, we'll see a few clouds over the area coming up late tomorrow afternoon, but I think we'll stay dry and stay warm with highs in the middle and upper 70s. Then we'll watch this area of low pressure coming in from our west. That'll be our next best chance of rain. The rain stays west of us by early on Thursday morning. Then it'll move into central Indiana Thursday afternoon. We'll see a few scattered showers and possibly a few thunderstorms associated with that front. But it's this one coming in from Canada. That's where the colder air is. That'll come in and bring us a chance of rain on Friday and Saturday. And by Saturday afternoon, you'll notice temperatures about 20 degrees cooler than they were today, and maybe even some frost coming up on Sunday morning. So we've got some changes on the way. In the overnight forecast, mild with clear skies down to a low at 53. Tomorrow, sunshine early, a few late-day clouds with a high at 78. In the extended forecast, we'll get that rain coming in here late Thursday on through Friday, and the showers come to an end on Saturday, the high at 54. clearing and a little chilly on Sunday. Sunday's high at 56 after a morning low temperature at 38. Haven't had that first frost of the season yet, but may get it this weekend. Also this weekend, we'll be distributing your coats from the 19th Bob Gregory's Coats for Kids campaign. We'll do that October 22nd at the State Fairgrounds. So if you have children that need coats, come on over, bring the extra patients along with you, and we'll get them the coat they want. Make everybody happy and keep them warm this winter.
It's going to be a great weekend, but I'm looking on that graphic. Did you see the snowflakes on there?
I did see the snowflakes.
We're working on that.
You didn't have to do that. You could have just had a little, little man blowing cold. That
Once
would
you
have been
start
enough.
thinking about it.
That's the long range.
Yeah, long range forecast.
Long range.
Thanks, Chris. Dave here with a look at sports tonight, talking about the day after that great win yesterday.
That's right. The Colts won, but boy, a little something going on the sidelines between Peyton and the lineman, huh?
Did you notice that? Peyton and the lineman? You know who leads this team. We'll hear about what was going on the sidelines of Dexter Sports, and also Jonathan Bender and the Indiana Pacers against the Spurs tonight. Highlights next.
I'm Crime Bureau reporter Steve Jefferson. Blow the whistle on tonight's Crime Stoppers suspect in earned cash. They are looking for Michael Boyer. Boyer is wanted on drug charges. If you know his whereabouts, go to the telephone right now. Remember, you don't have to give your name. The telephone number is 262-TIPS.
Want premium high-speed internet for the price of dial-up? Get SBC Yahoo DSL. For just $14.95 a month, you'll get a super fast connection and features like a premium version of the world's #1 online music destination, plus an all-in-one online protection suite so the whole family can surf more safely. Get SBC Yahoo DSL for only $14.95 a month. But hurry, offer ends October 31st, so go online now.
Introducing the Total Value Promise.
From the award-winning quality of Buick.
I promise the serenity of a quiet-tuned interior.
The 2006 LaCrosse CX with an estimated 30 miles per gallon highway, under 22.6 after all applicable offers. The 06 Rendezvous CX with an estimated 26 miles per gallon highway, around 24.3 after all applicable offers.
I promise to stand behind your Buick
With our 4-year, 50,000-mile new vehicle warranty.
See your Central Indiana Buick dealer.
Shop Macy's October sale and save on the latest looks, like 40% off outerwear for her, boots for her just $99.99, and 40% off suits for him. Plus, save an extra 10 or 15% with a shopping pass or your Macy's card. It starts tomorrow. Macy's. Way to shop.
Looking for higher yield and profit potential? Choose DeKalb. Strong DeKalb roots lock into the ground, and strong DeKalb stalks stand tall for higher yield potential at harvest. Over 45,000 head-to-head comparisons have shown that a competitor's leading products lodge nearly twice as much as DeKalb. Superior root and stalk strength can deliver more yield from your fields. That's the yield advantage of DeKalb. Strong roots, strong yields.
George, our customers answer my calls from all kinds of places.
Well, that's the beauty of H.H. Greg's 40-minute call-ahead delivery, Joey. We call them 40 minutes ahead of time, wherever they are, to let them know we're on the way with their new appliance or widescreen TV.
Hi, this is H.H. Greg Delivery. They're really excited, George.
H.H. Greg Delivery. Wherever you are, we'll call you 40 minutes ahead of time to let you know we're on the way.
I love this job. Just gotta remember to switch ears.
Eyewitness News is brought to you in part by H.H. Gregg. Now, Eyewitness Sports.
Hey, good evening. Pacers 2 weeks away from the regular season, and tonight, what a way to warm up for the real deal. Indiana facing the world champion Spurs preseason action. Indiana with a decent start. Jonathan Bender, remember him? He goes to work. 17 points. He's looking good so far. Pacers up 2 at halftime. Indiana plans to go up tempo this year. Watch this. Damone Brown with the throw down. He's trying to earn a roster spot. Indiana starts pulling away from the Spurs. Ron Artest 20 points, 13 rebounds tonight. And speaking of making a great impression, rookie Danny Granger shows he's the real deal. He had 19 points, 15 boards. Pacers win the third consecutive preseason game, 94-81. And when the regular season begins in a couple of weeks, players will be fined if they do not meet the new dress code. They have to wear sport coats while sitting on the bench if they're not playing. Players must wear collared shirts and dress pants before and after games. Sunglasses, hats, chains, and headphones, they are out. Allen Iverson says the league is now against the hip-hop look.
I just think it's a bad idea, you know, basically because we have our own identity, we have our own personalities, and I don't think that's right for you to take that away and make everybody into the same person.
Back here at home, some of the state's top high school basketball teams tip off the season where they finished up the year. Greg Oden and Lawrence North will take part in the triple header announced today at Conseco Fieldhouse. The nation's preseason #1 team will face arch rival Lawrence Central in the inaugural Key Bank Tip-Off Classic coming up on November 23rd. Well, the Colts off to their best start since moving to Indianapolis. The 1958 Baltimore Colts also won their first 6 games. The team can make it 7 straight next Sunday as they go on the road to take on the winless Houston Texans. Coach wants everyone to keep that win streak in perspective.
It means we're playing pretty good football. You don't win 6 games accidentally in the NFL. It's tough to get 4, 5, 6 game winning streaks. So the fact that we started off well is a good sign. It means that we're playing pretty consistent ball. It means we're playing pretty good ball. But as I've told the team every year, you don't win championships in September or October.
And Peyton had a little sideline squabble with the offensive lineman last night. It came after drive stalled in the red zone of the third quarter. Manning very animated, finally pushed away by Tariq Glenn. And T-Bone says, you know what, hey, we're winning. And the whole thing was no big deal.
Everybody's out there competing. You know, everybody wants to win, and they have their way of, you know, figuring that out. And I think it just took a little, sometimes it takes a little turmoil to, you know, get everything situated so we can go out there and be on one accord.
We love it. Hey, check it out. You probably heard that Peyton is talking about splitting that historic number 86 touchdown ball with Marvin. Of course, we started thinking, how the heck are you going to do that? We gave our engineers a little challenge. This is Jay Corey and Todd Minan today of Channel 13. They solved the problem, proving to Peyton Manning that the football can, in fact, be shared. All you need is a little jigsaw right there and put Peyton to work out there in the garage. You think Peyton will be out in his garage tomorrow with Marvin holding one end of the football? Hang on, Marvin, we're going to saw in half.
These guys can do it. These guys have experience. Yeah, just bring it on over here.
Yeah, so Peyton, just bring the ball and we'll hack it in half for you.
There you go.
No big deal.
Thank you, Dave.
All right.
Chris has your bus stop weather. We'll be right back.
In Wednesday's Indianapolis Star, why the record Powerball jackpot is not necessarily producing record ticket sales. There's new health information on Indiana teens about smoking, nutrition, alcohol, and exercise. And you may have seen the recent changes in the food pyramid dietary guidelines recently. We'll take a shot at sorting all of that out for you. I'm John Strauss in the newsroom. Those stories and more in the Wednesday Indianapolis Star.
Having choices is a good thing. For sure. Toyota gives you great choices, like Camry, America's #1 seller. I like that. Or choose a Sienna or Highlander, both with 5-star safety ratings.
I've got kids. I want them to be safe.
So whatever choice you make,
Camry, Highlander,
silver. No, red. Toyota has the car for you. Now get up to $2,000 cash on Sienna, $500 cash on Camry, or $1,000 cash on Highlander. Toyota, moving forward.
You can be born with a dream. You can inherit ability. You can emulate your heroes. But in the end, only you can make a name for yourself. Introducing the new all-wheel drive Subaru B9 Tribeca. The end of the SUV as we know it, and the beginning of what an SUV should be.
Visit your local Subaru dealer for a special introductory lease offer on the all-new 2006 Subaru B9 Tribeca.
Hello, I'm Stacy McLean, Human Resources Manager for WTHR Channel 13. We are an equal opportunity employer dedicated to providing broad outreach efforts regarding our job vacancies with our company. We seek the help of local organizations referring qualified applicants to WTHR. Organizations that wish to receive our vacancy information should send their requests to Human Resources WTHR at this address. If you would like to view our current job openings, please visit our website at WTHR.com. Thank you.
This isn't just an ordinary school, it's for certain people who need help.
Our children here at Pappas are homeless. Some of them sleep in their cars, some are in shelters.
And I guess I needed to have some help.
Target is part of the Pappas family because they continually give to these children.
They know they're going to be loved, fed, clothed, the works.
This school means to these children a future.
They gave me a shot at life, and I really appreciate it.
Redesigned 2006 Saturn Vue. Get a new 2006 Saturn Vue starting at $17,990 MSRP with OnStar service standard for 1 year.
Funky lottery music. You like that?
Yeah, that was.
We broke that up because tomorrow night is
Big
Powerball.
day, man.
Everybody's going to be paying attention to that
John
tomorrow
is
night.
so excited. Yet again, he'll be another loser, I'm sure.
Yeah. Me and about 200 million other people.
I'll be right with you.
Going to have a beautiful day of weather in Park County tomorrow if you're going over for the Covered Bridge Festival. Sunny skies and temperatures in the 70s, but there's a cool down on the way. Here in the city tomorrow, the high at 68. Rain cools us down into the 60s on Thursday and Friday, 50s for the weekend.
Yeah, the same team will be here on Thursday. You don't have to worry about it.
Don't worry about it. We're here.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We appreciate it.
Tonight's show's coming up next. We'll see you tomorrow for Sunrise at 4:30 a.m. Good night.